So here's the towel rail I've got. Obviously it don't fit, so I'm gonna have to do some modifications. Also the ends, which I'll show in a bit, they mount differently, and what I'm wanting to do is mount the towel rail into the side of this cabinet here, and I want to feed the wire through, hidden in the mounting leg. So I'll just go inside where it's warmer and show you what I'm going to do. Okay guys, getting ready to modify this towel rail. So the other day, I think I was explaining, the distance from there to there is 45 centimeters, so I need to make it 44.5 centimeters. Now traditionally these supports, mounts, whatever you want to call them, would go on the wall, and then it would go at a right angle against. Now I don't want to mount these against the wall for a couple of reasons. One, I don't know what's behind it. It's probably just a thin layer of aluminium or something, and the other one, the window's in the way. So what I want to do is I want to mount it to this unit here, but obviously they're far too long. So what I'm going to do is, see this mark here, I'm going to chop it there, which is the smallest I can get away with. I'm going to chop this base plate off here, which has got a thread on it, and then I'm going to drill a hole through here. It's going to go through there, through this base plate, through the this little bit that I'm cutting off, and then there's a screw and a riv knot into the tail rail. That's going to clamp it all in place, and I'm going to have these nice pretty covers that go on the on here, go on there, drop down and screw on onto there. And then also what I need to do is I need to cut off 7.5 centimeters off here. If you look inside, I don't know if you can see, can you see that one? Just about. There's a wire, and the wire goes down here, coils back, goes into the next one, down there, comes back. That's a heating element. I've tested this out, it's pretty warm. So I'm going to just push that out the way, use a pencil or something like that to make sure it's out the way, and cut it off and put these caps back on here, and then screw it all back in, and then I've got a nice warm towel rail. And on the towel rail here, you'll see there's a little button on top, and that illuminates blue as well. So what I'm going to do is the cable here, I'm going to drill it through, so the cable through, I'm going to wire that directly into the 240 socket here, and then just got the button on top. I'll know it's on because it'll illuminate blue up there, and also I know that the button's depressed, and obviously I'll know that it's warm. So I'll get back to you. Okay, I'm looking to fit the tail radiator. It's been a few days since I filmed. Well, a few days, probably been a week and a half. Been pretty ill. Anyway, had the radiator, had the ends chopped down. You have to be careful. Can you see there? The wires, you have to make sure those are tucked in. So they're tucked in. So I'll put the little caps on. I'll put them in a second. I've also had these cut down here. So I had that cut down. So that there. And that one's been cut down as well. Could have really done it. They've not been cut down the same length, so I've had to kind of mess around. Had to make the hole in the base plate there a little bit bigger, so that sits all the way down, and then that sits on top of the base plate there, and then they work out the same length. Anyway, that's me chundering on. Up here is the power. There's a socket here which I don't really see the point of it. I know maybe you could plug a shaver in, but who actually plugs shavers in anymore? Maybe an electric toothbrush, but then if it's electric toothbrush, you'd want the socket on the inside the cupboard where you'd store your toothbrush. Anyway, so when the towel radiator is mounted here, it's going to be in the way of this socket, so it won't actually be able to plug anything in. So I want to get rid of it. Obviously, I don't want a big gaping hole. So I've got a bit of wood left over from some of the wooden pieces that I've got left over from the microwave job, and it's a bit bigger. I think it was 50 mil this, and the hole is about 47 mil. so I've had to sand it down, and I'm just gonna plonk it in there. It's gonna be a nice snug fit, and I've got a couple of little covers to cover the screw holes at the top. I'm gonna push it in nice and snug, and I'm gonna mount the new radiator bracket, these things here, and mount that like half on it, half off it, and then the power lead is going to go through the back. I'm just going to put a chop block with the existing wire in here, and put the back cover back on, hide it all, and then mount it up and see how it goes. Also, I'm going to use that socket that I've got here. I'm going to mount it. I'm going to mount it underneath here, just underneath there, because I think that'll be more useful. So I can actually put maybe a toaster or something here, plug it in, and it's out of the way of the hob and out of the way of the sink. Why it's been put in that corner, I don't really know. I don't really know the logic of sockets in motorhomes, or the lack of it. It seems ridiculous. They always have them up in cupboards, so I'd rather have them low down. Anyway, that's me waffling on again. I'll get on with it, and I'll give you a show when it's all done. Okay, I thought I'd just give you an update of where I'm up to. So here, this is the circle that's just been pushed in, so you can tell if you get really close up, but from back here, and when the tower rail is actually on, you haven't got a clue that there used to be a socket there. So here I've just cut off some of the excess flex, and I've just I've got two holes here, one for the where it's going to get fixed, and I've got another hole for the wire. So on the inside here, I've obviously had to get some bigger bolts, so I used 50mm M6s, and I got a big washer there as well to help spread the load. In the end, I was going to do a little junction box, and I thought, for what it's worth, so I went up to the shop. So I'm going to put a not that way, which way are we? I'm going to put a socket in here, facing into the cupboard, and then that can be used for anyone who wants to use a shaver in the future, or an electric toothbrush, which is the realistic option. So we're all good and ready. I've got the second, the lower bolt fix in there, so I'll attach it to the wall and wire up the plug now. Okay, towel rail is installed. It was a bit of a hassle, but it's in. Yeah, looks smart. Got a little button in the top here, press in, it depresses, and it's got a little blue light. And inside the cupboard, what we've done here, I just put a single socket there, and then, you know, I can use that for electric toothbrushes, like I said before. So I'll just switch that back off again. So that's it. I'll have to see. I'll take it away and see how effective it is. It's only 400 watts, but it might be enough just to help warm the towels. It's quite stiff, but you know, if I've got some stuff I need to hang to dry, I can just stagger it like that. I can just leave them in the bathroom drying for however long they need. Okay, cheers, bye bye. There was one other thing I was meant to mention. There's the one here which has got like the riv nut inside here, that's an M6 bolt, so I used a 50mm one, and the one inside here which seems to be like a welded in nut, that wasn't actually an M5, which I didn't have. Managed to get a hold of a 45mm M5 cap head bolt, so stuck that through, no dramas. If you can get in some bits and stuff there, what you need an M6 50mm bolt. I need a M5 45 or 50mm bolt. As you can see there, you can hardly see the little patch where the socket was, so I'm dead happy with that. I know it's there, but anyone else wouldn't really notice. Okay, bye bye. Oh, keep on talking. So basically what I had to do is I had to chop the ends of these off, Can't remember how much. It was a couple of inches. I had to chop these pieces off there and there, and then obviously wire it in. So a little bit modifying, not too much. It's done now. That's that.